Good. Right, let me get you turned on.
Okay.
There you
What are you
go.
gonna do? You gonna dance for us?
Let me get coconut. Anyway, yeah.
Thank you for the raid, Maglaw. Thank you very much. Everybody's in the wrong place, so I'll need to do some moving around. Let's put. So it sounds as if Deadpool and what's it called? Deadpool and Wolverine. Is that what it's actually called? A thumbs up. We're going.
Yeah, all day long.
Has anybody else seen it yet?
Cinemas are robbing buggers though. I'll be polite. £100. £100 I spent.
What?
Because you got 50 quid for the tickets, and then two lots of drinks. Because I was at Everyman, which is like the one with a sofa.
Mm-hmm.
Although Lisa got her own chair because she was in a wheelchair, so she kept her own chair.
Yeah.
So she got a discount for that because she didn't have a sofa or anything. She had just a comfy wheelchair. But I'll have to find out about that. We should get a discount for that. But anyway, yeah. And then you pay your drinks, which is like 2 small bottles of Coke, a small white wine, and some popcorn, 20 quid.
Wow.
And then I got it twice. And one light IPA beer, 8 quid.
What?
It's like someone's come and went, hey, look, these are the ones we should be robbing. Get them now.
That's unbelievable, that.
Like
whereabouts did you go for it?
Harrogate, Everyman, which is the one where they call sofas and they bring you food to you and stuff like that.
Oh.
Your £1,000 hot dogs, they'll bring it to you.
Very posh. Very, very posh. I don't like cinemas in any case because I never know who's going to end up sat next to me.
No, that's fine. We'll go burn them down together.
So it's just sort of like, I just sort of like think, no, because I don't have anyone to sort of like go with. So it's just in the end, it's just sort of like me, and I just sort of think, no, I'm not. I'll wait till it comes out on Prime or something, and then that's it. Welcome everyone. Thank you for go for it. Sorry.
I put a 4K camera in Lisa's wheelchair. We got a good version. Don't worry about
it. That would be cool. Yeah, that would be excellent. Welcome everyone. We were just discussing the Deadpool and Wolverine film. Medivac and Captain Kangaroo have been to see it. The rest of us have not yet, but they promised to have no spoilers. So if you've seen it in the chat, do let us know. Maglaw does say that the prices are going crazy in the cinema. Absolutely. Do you remember when you used to try to sneak? I don't know if this is the same in America, but in England, you used to try to sneak in your own sweets because I'm sure you weren't allowed to take your own food in.
No, but you take your food anyway because it's like £1,000.
In America, we're allowed to do that because, we invented freedom. And so
you're allowed to do it over here, but they discourage it. They look at you
and the dislike of tea.
No, we're not allowed to do it. Yeah, I remember during one time I fit like the entire large bag of chips. I wrapped it in my coat and just held my coat on my arm. Yeah.
No, is that crisps? Is that crisps or is that a potato long thing?
Crisps.
Yeah. Crisps. Cool. I was going to. Yeah. I had visions.
Let me get my British dictionary really quick. I
had visions of all the grease, etc., seeping through the paper into your coat. When you said chips.
We used to stop by the dollar store before we went to the movie theater.
Yeah.
That was always what I did.
Why is food so expensive there?
Because it's a money-making business.
It's convenience.
Is that the Ofcom should do something about it or something like that? They should
never will.
They should go in and sort of like say, because I bet it doesn't go to the people who work there. I bet it's
no. It goes to make up for most of the costs of putting the movies on.
Yeah. The problem is that if they did something about it, it would close down all the smaller cinemas. The big chains would survive, but the smaller cinemas, they get stung so heavily on the cost of the film that they make their money on things like snacks. And the only way they can keep going is to have those prices high. But they're usually much cheaper for the actual tickets, of course.
Yes.
Which is why VHS rentals used to be like, if you want to buy VHS film back when it was a rental, about 70 quid, because that's what the video rental places would have to charge for VHS.
Yeah.
To rent it.
I see. Well, I'll just wait. Fishy's cam is lagging
my camera
hard.
is being horrible, and I'm trying to figure out why. It was doing this in the stream I was in last Sunday as well, but on that one,
they've jinxed it.
That was using Video Ninja rather than Zoom, and so the Drat who was running it was able to keep resetting my camera, and every time it reset, it worked fine for a while.
Who's your internet through?
My internet is through EE. It's a nice brand new fiber. It's not the internet. The internet's fine. It's a lag between the camera and the PC because it looks the same on my end as it does.
Well, what you need to do is get Kevin Bacon down there and say EE.
Yeah. Well, if you end up turning it off and turning it on again, let me know, because the cameras.
It's going to cause.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a more than or
right. Does Fishy work for IT? No, because then he won't be able to turn it on, turn it off again, would he?
No, that's true.
Yeah,
you have to have a special qualification.
It's a professional thing. Yeah, I mean, I used to years ago.
So you might apply as a gig worker and pay yourself. Maybe that could be work around. Yeah,
charging wills.
Yeah.
What did you say? Charge me?
We're gonna send you. Yeah, we'll send you a bill.
Send you a bill because you made him turn it on and off again.
Yeah. If it's easier just to turn it off, I can find a picture that goes over you. So just let me know what you're doing, because I'm not looking at your cams at all.
I have pictures of bin bags too.
You have pictures of what?
Bin bags.
Did I say something? Oh,
no, put a picture over him, like a bin bag.
Oh, got you.
It's a UK thing.
Didn't ladies go to discos wearing black plastic bags?
If they're really ugly, they wear two bags.
Has been known.
Well, hold on, let me ask my grandma.
Oh,
ouch!
I know in the States they would wear like trash bags over their clothes on rainy days.
In the States, they use big whitey things.
No!
Sorry. I've seen blazing saddles.
Right, before we go any further, I'm going to go straight on to the introduction so people can start thinking about how they're going to introduce their characters. So I'm going to start off with the Mr. Pickles. Go for it, Mr. Pickles. Who are you playing tonight, and who are you?
I am Mr. Pickles, and I'm playing, as always, Bartleby Fumus, our theist of the goddess Amriel, moon goddess that gives protection and healing and, I guess, inspiration and visions at occasional points in the past. Bartleby is mostly not a fighter. He's training himself to be more defensive and at least protect himself from being beaten up. But he relies on his allies a lot to be able to actually survive combats. He has a lot of knowledge skills, and he's kind of friends with the police in a different town. But that's Bartleby. And with that, I'm going to throw it over.
Did you say friends with the friends with the police?
Of the guards is
friends with the guards.
They help me. I help them.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, with that, I will throw the mic over to our good friend, Fishy.
Oh, okay. I was here trying to fix my camera and not really paying attention. Okay. Well, I'm Fishy.
I thought you had it fixed based on the green screen.
No, I thought maybe I'll turn off the virtual background and see if that helps, but it hasn't.
Have you considered redialing your dial-up?
Phone back and said, sorry, not authorized.
So anyway, I am Fishy, and I am playing Merrick, who is a duelist, the most lightly armored and most likely to fall over member of the party, probably, especially given that he does like to get in there with a big sword and hit things in the front line. That's probably quite enough about him. Let's talk about somebody else. So let's hand over to Medivac.
I have a mouthful of nuts, which is a sentence you'll never hear again. Right, so I'm Medivac, and I play Hajikar. He is a nomad from the northern steppes of Erdes, pretty much like Genghis Khan in a sense. But he has a beautiful short spear, padded armor, which do look like pajamas, but not really. They're very good at keeping him alive. He's learned a few things new from his brotherhood, such as the way the Jaguar, so he's able to augment certain skills he has with a bit of concentration and meditation and improve what they do. He is a very loyal person to his friends. He will throw himself in front of a dagger for them. He'll take a grenade for the man. But yeah, he's also a friend of the Dryads. He's not as harsh as what people think he is. He's quite a sensitive person and very genuine. He's a Capricorn. And with that, I'll pass on to TT Tex.
I'm Tickety Tex. I play Tarek. He is the animist or shaman of the group. He serves a spirit deity known as Necrosis. We learned last episode that the boss that we had fought was a commander of another spirit deity known as Discordia, which was a fun connection.
Okay.
And he doesn't have much of a personality so far. He's kind of bland. But what he lacks, the rest of the group makes up for. So, and with that transition, I'll pass it over to Captain Kangaroo.
Hey everyone, I'm Captain Kangaroo. I'm playing Cyrus. He's the go-to guy when like the group is stuck and just need things figured out. He's the guy who's gonna figure it out. At least one of 5 people that would figure it out. He's for sure the guy that can like fight, kick butt, then use actual magic that does something if the group needs it, or if the plot needs like really me push forward essentially, because everyone's deciding they want to camp around and talk about their Mondays. But I'm going to keep it simple, light, and then I'm going to throw and toss the mic to Inwills, our GM.
Thank you so much. Please remember that you've got maximum luck points now because we've started a new session. But I don't think any of you are actually damaged in any case, so you won't need to do anything to do with your hit points. But you have had a rest, so magic points are probably up to top. And you will be staying here probably a couple of days, Bartleby, so you'll be able to top up both your magic pool and your devotion pool, which is what Bartleby uses to cast his miracles. Okay, so the party's in the second part of an adventure, or the second adventure. They originally went out to see what was causing a spreading blight down the countryside by a town called Windvine in Odes. They found what was going on and released some kind of evil shaman wrath spirit. They managed to get out of that alive, and they found themselves out in a mountainous region with howling winds, ice, and snow. And they came across an outpost that you can see on the screen now. The outpost was quite run down in places, and they noticed there was some of the tribal ghouls that they had encountered before, dead on the ground. And they finally found a injured knight or guardian and her name was Annalise, and Bartleby brought her back to fitness, and she explained that she was part of a Guardians, and she wanted to set off to the nearest keep, which requires the party to travel down or through a pass, which Annalise has said that it is guarded by a venomous creature. Now, at the end of last week, we had lots of questions and lots of things happening. So before we start, I've written something that has sum everything up. And then hopefully, if you still got questions after that, we can answer those. Plus, there'll be an opportunity to get gear together, etc. So, as you prepare for your journey to the Guardian Keep, you learn more from Annalise about the Guardians and Discordia. To your knowledge, no one from Windvine or indeed Lindo have ever passed through or over the mountains to the northwest of Windvine. This was due to the harsh weather and the freezing conditions. So you might actually be the first trepid adventurers or explorers. It would appear that the Guardians have been here for many years, although their world lives on the other side of the mountainous range, so to the other side of Windvine. Annalise provides for you a condensed version of the history of their side of the mountain. So when the spirits existed in their realm, some shamans dabbled in the forbidden sphere of pain and torture, and from this power, Discordia rose. The shamans, assisted by their spirit deity, sought to take over the realm, to cause as much pain and destruction as they possibly could. The other shamans and the heroes of the realm banded together to defeat both the evil shamans and their spirit deity. After several long years of battling, good finally triumphed, and the main leaders of Discordia's force were imprisoned underground in sealed tombs guarded by traps. At the same time, the Guardians were formed. These were fearless individuals who passed the initiation test and journeyed to the mountains to man outposts near each tomb. Keeps were built, and for many years the Guardians prospered from the numerous applicants to join their order. But as people forgot the battle with Discordia, time moved on. People shunned the shamans and their spirits, seeing them as the probable cause of much of the pain and destruction that they had suffered. The spirit deities lost their followers, and their shamans and spirits waned in the realm of Argent Reach. As the people forgot, the need for guardians also reduced. Their recruitment reduced, and people said that they were not needed anymore. Applications fell, with only those families who still believed in the threat sending applicants. But the need for the guardians was almost felt in but the need of the guardians were also left within the order of the order itself. Many let their training lapse. They became complacent, and some just left, returning to the Argent Reach to live out their lives with their families. Only the most dedicated and loyal guardians remained. But it would seem that Discordia's power has once more started to increase. Somehow, the underling in the tomb managed to reach out and start to affect the world around them, bringing you from a different realm into the mountains. It is possible that her commanders are breaking free of their tombs. But with Argent Reach, without shamans or guardians, if Discordia gains enough power, then she will be able to easily destroy the whole realm. Annalise pauses at this moment and looks at you with worried eyes that flash with momentarily realization. Or perhaps her target is not Argent Reach after all. Maybe she seeks to bend a new realm to her will, the realm that you have come from. As her words, one little bit, as her words are spoken, you see flashes of your friends, companions, the innocent people of Windvine and even Lindo, the hairy hobgoblin, Erwood with the dryads, your new followers and apprentices, and you realize that there might be much more at stake than you first realized. Go for it.
Sorry, right, it's a different realm, but you're in our realm. It is Argent Reach a completely different realm?
They're using, it would appear to you that they use the word realm as in to describe areas of land.
Oh, right. So
not different planes or anything like that.
Yeah. That is good.
As far as you are aware, nobody's ever crossed these mountains, so they appear to be a barrier, and maybe, you know, it's time now to try to bring people together or not, or to run. The other thing that is available, if anybody needs it, within the outpost, there's various things that you can take if you wish. There are cold weather clothing. These consist of boots and like over a bit like a poncho, a bit like a huge cloak with a hood on it, and there's also like fur-lined mittens to protect your hands. Just so you know, while wearing this, we're wearing the cold weather clothing. Any skill that needs some kind of physical movement is actually increased by 1 difficulty. If it's something delicate like opening picking a lock or picking a person, pickpocket or something like that, then it's actually impossible to do it with the mittens on. You can actually still spell cast. That's not a problem with the mittens on. You do feel that, Annalise tells you that without the cold weather clothing on, or part of your body without the cold weather clothing, you've got about 15 minutes before you start to get things like frostbite and things like that. 15 minutes is a long time combat-wise, because remember, combat only lasts 5 seconds, so it's many combat rounds.
Do you smell of petrol?
No,
What?
Do you smell of petrol or gasoline in case that last minute I want to be warm?
No, yeah.
No, okay.
It's not like that at all. The other thing is there is a range of armor in this place. You can probably, if you needed any armor, you could put together any type of armor from the rule book. For example, they probably wear sometimes like leather under armor with chain on top or plate on top. You can mix and match as well. So if you just want to get a plate helmet for your head, then that is doable as well. They're all in this room. There are some short spears in there as well, Hazra, but luckily you went back for yours. Does anybody have any questions for Annalise that will, any sort of like queries you have from your characters?
I'll approach. Nice, shiny night lady, whatever your name was.
Yeah, she's covered in bits of blood from her armor, but Bartleby helped her take it off to cure her.
Got it. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Now I think I've made a lot of sacrifices for everyone. I'm so tired. Is there wine at this place we're going? I need something. I'm struggling. just I've made a lot of sacrifices for everyone. I need something. Please tell me.
Okay, so roll.
You must have like goats wine.
Roll for me your influence skill.
So funny. Oh wow, actually, more than I thought. Okay. I pressed it. Did I press it?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay.
You did. You got 62 out of 52. Do you wish to look it?
No.
No. She sort of like looks you up and down and sort of starts to almost like give you somewhat of a lecture and starts to say, you look a fine man. You should not pollute your body with the evil of alcohol. It will do you no good. We have some fresh spring water, if that would be refreshing for you.
That's what you need, Cyrus.
I've been leaking non-fresh spring water on my things for the last few days, but
how long is it since you consumed the evil of drink, Cyrus?
2 days, 200 days, I can't tell.
Let's start this off. Let's mark this at the start of a new Cyrus, a Cyrus devoid of any evil alcohol.
I put my hand on her arm. I'm like, you're right. I have a lot of evil inside of me. That's why I need to drown it in wine and alcohol.
I am sure
some sort of badness.
I am sure when we reach the keep, my colleagues, the leader of the Guardians, will be able to show you meditation skills to help you remove all the toxic alcohol from your body, and you will need it no more. I see that it has already had its effect and stunted your growth somewhat.
That's genetics. Sounds like a fun guy. Thrilled to find him. Thrilled to meet him. Good.
Yes, she is good to know.
I want to walk away and see if I can find some clothing that fits me. Something to go over my robes.
Some cold weather clothing.
Yeah.
There's some you can sort of like put a belt round a bit of the cloak or the robe to sort of like pull it up. So you can go off and do that. Anybody else wish to talk to Annalise at all?
I'll walk up to it. Annalise, I'm a member of the Brotherhood. Have you heard of us?
That order is not known to me. We only have the Guardians and once our shamans, and that has been it.
Do you watch this world, or do you watch the galaxy?
We protect Argent Reach. That is our role.
Right. My Brotherhood, we protect the whole world. We protect the biomes, the things that happen around us.
If you're interested in the environment and I am going to be able to show you once, maybe, Hazra, once this is done, I will be able to get some leave from the Guardian and show you our fantastic, bountiful realm. Argent Reach is quite a glorious place.
I would be very interested in this because we record all the life forms and things around this world.
Do you swim? Checks his character sheet.
Yep. I have not swum for a while, but I can manage my own.
You may be interested in the Festival of the Lake that happens every year. Within Argent Reach, in the center, there is what we think is a bottomless lake. It is so deep, and every year we challenge ourselves to hopefully get to the bottom. The youngsters are very keen to prove that they are better. We tie rocks to our ankles and then dive into the lake with only a dagger with us. The idea is to drop until you get to the bottom, and as your air runs out, you cut the rope and hopefully float back to the top. I would love to try this with you.
That sounds very good, but it sounds like a sinkhole you are dealing with.
Well, nobody has ever reached the bottom yet. No one at all.
You need bigger rocks.
Yes, well, the mountains surround us, Argent Reach, on all sides. Maybe we can get some boulders to weigh us down together.
Indeed. Now clasp a wrist, not a wrist, but the forearm with that. Yeah. And I'll say, yes, we will do this once this evil has been dismissed.
And you must show me your realm as well.
I will indeed.
Tell me, is it beautiful like Argent Reach?
I've not seen Argent Reach yet, but it is a most mysterious and very contradictory realm. There are some places where you think are beautiful, but there are many dangers there, and vice versa. Some places look hideous, but are really beautiful underneath.
Do dragons roam freely in your realm?
No, but we do have yuk-tuks.
That is good, because dragons don't roam freely in our world either. And she gives you a slight smile, as if she was cracking maybe a joke with you.
No.
Pray tell me, what is an uktuk?
A huge, magnificent beast with many legs and lives in caves and comes out to harass caravans and things like that.
There is a bard at the inn in Argent Reach, and he will be very interested to hear your stories. I am sure he can add a tune to them.
Mr. Bartleby here is our law keeper as such. He will be able to enthrall this bard with a tale of very much vicious aplomb and many a daring do.
Mr. Bartleby, are you a musician?
I like to think that as Cyrus left, Bartleby was concerned about what he might be up to, and so he's probably been gone this whole time. Also, a little privacy for the hazard flirting. It will be interesting to talk further with Bartleby once he returns with his friend. It appears they have left together.
You just hear like something slam and just me just cursing out in the wind. So obviously, I wasn't able to find anymore.
Anything else, Hazrat, that you would like to?
Bartleby is Cyrus's little angel on his shoulder. Dissuading him from doing the things that Cyrus wants to do.
Is Cyrus a
very important person? Yes. A very powerful person also. But what he does not have, he lacks his self-control. So Bartleby tries to reinforce that self-control into Cyrus. Cyrus is a very good person, but just lacks the free will to go the right way.
She just leans in towards you, Hyrus and Hazra, sorry, and says, "Is he a shaman?"
Cyrus?
Yeah. No, he's a human.
He's an all-powerful wizard of the Red Order. No, the Phoenix Order.
A wizard?
He's a wizard, Harry. Sorry.
Is he working for Discordia?
No.
The only spell users we know are from the Discordia's realm. We used to have many shamans, but no wizards or spellcasters. It was only Discordia who had these.
How very strange, because our realm consists of wizards of the Blue Order, the Red Order, the White Order, the Black Order.
Well done. Can you remember their names? Order of
Kraken.
Kraken is the blue one. Yeah,
it's a Kraken.
It's a Kraken.
The black one, I don't know. I can't remember.
Order of the Lich.
Yeah, sorry, Order of the Lich. Blue is Order of the...
If the Kraken is the blue one.
The Kraken, yeah. The green one is Order of the Hulk.
The
green I think there was a green one. There's the white one.
There's a white...
Order of the Hippies.
Yeah. The white one is the Order of the Dragon.
I'm not going to say that. I would not say that.
Say again?
I won't be saying dragon.
All right. Got you. Yeah, so she seems not to be familiar with the term wizard. She seems to not know sorcerers in the same way as you. She only seems to associate sorcerers with Discordia as part of their followers.
From America over here is someone who can commune with the spirits.
I think you mean Tarek.
Sorry.
I was going to say, I just imagine Merrick going, what?
I am going to give you guys a name stamp.
To make it easier, remember Tarek with Tiggity text, T&T.
That's
oh,
right.
we see how you remember it now.
That is literally...
and
his name's Tarek.
Not Tarek. See, that's how I learned nuclear physics with... Anyway,
yes.
Yeah. So Tarek over here, he's a great summoner of spirits, noble spirits who help and aid him in things he needs to do.
And at that point, Annalise sort of like looks round for her weapon and sort of like rests her hand on the hilt, and she turns to you, Tarek, and looks you directly in the eyes and say, which spirit deity do you serve, shaman?
Necrosis.
And she relaxes somewhat.
Really?
Yeah, and she sort of like says, yes, we are familiar with the shamans of Necrosis. We did think they had all but fled the world.
I come from a region not from the same realm as these fine folk here. A mountainous region as well, but I come from a tribe of other shamans and shamans, and they've taught me, and I was whisked away by some storm and brought to the shores of this place. It is a mystery as how I got here.
Maybe when we reach to Argent Reach, you will be able to consult with the library there. And
do you have shamans of Necrosis there?
we used to have shamans of all kinds, but now, once Discordia was banished, people do not follow shamans. Some may still be around, but there is a general dislike for them. We do not worship the spirit deities anymore.
Do you worship the deities like Amriel?
She looks puzzled. We only know the spirit deities. I am not familiar with Amriel at all. Tell me, what is this Amriel? And at that point, Bartleby and Cyrus come back in.
Bartleby.
My theist senses are tingling.
Bad news, everyone. I found nothing.
Tell this wonderful lady about Amriel.
Cyrus comes in looking like a hobbit going on a journey with his.
How are we going to get Master
Likes to be
Bilbo?
warm.
Yeah, sorry, Hazra.
Potatoes. Bartleby and Frank, come over and gorge your knowledge of Amriel's lady.
Well, your phrasing
Beautiful
makes me
Amriel.
feel.
No, please. She wishes to know about Amriel. Amriel, the most beautiful goddess I know.
Yeah, I guess if you've seen the moon in the sky, you've seen Amriel. She is the moon goddess. She controls the moon that is visible is the one she controls. Her brother Maroth controls the other moon, the dark one. But Amriel shines down on us, giving her wisdom to us and granting powers to heal, to fix, to protect. It's how I was able to bring you back from the brink of death, Annalise, and it's how I am here today, as I was also brought back in a similar manner.
Well, that's just that's how we.
I guess to summarize, Amriel is a goddess of mercy.
We are not familiar with these deities in the in the sky. Is not that big. Is it not just one big star?
No, I'm pretty sure the moon is like a goddess that talks to you sometimes. Allows me to protect my friends, even those who don't show respect at all times. Through her, I was able to find you and save you. You now know of the goddess.
We thought that is it the same as the spirit of life and light and rebirth?
Amriel goes by a lot of names. She has her light cascading into many fonts of life. I have my suspicions that she even I'll like give a look over to Cyrus. She even gives some people their powers.
Oh, these are new to me. Our lawkeepers will be very interested in discussing this with you further, Bartleby. Tell me, Bartleby, will your goddess be in our realm, in Argent Reach?
I don't know. She's very busy. Usually being up in the sky. But that's why she has her servants, like myself, like the other priests and priestesses of Amriel back in Lindo. That's why we all serve her. We try to bring her light where it is not currently present. Like creepy underground tunnels.
Amriel is everywhere. You showed me that. I've seen Amriel penetrate the earth and give me the power of my blade sharp.
Yes, but that's because her hand, myself, was there. I mean,
surely if there's a moon in the sky, she's present.
Yeah,
makes sense. It could just be a moon in the sky.
And well, congratulations! See what Bartleby can do.
Bartleby, congratulations on everything. And you
I'm
have
just saying,
you have an entire world now, entire realm to convert. Your church must be ecstatic.
Saying, if mercenaries kidnap me, I won't be able to call upon Amriel to help you from afar.
I will. You sound very helpful, Master Bartleby. I will protect you. My shield will protect your. If you are frail and unable to protect yourself, she sort of like looks you up and down and realizes that you have no real armor on. Then my shield is yours.
I was actually hoping to trade out some of my old furs, because I have some tattered fur armor in pieces, but it's probably slick with the mold and like looking pretty rancid. I was hoping to maybe trade these out for like some leather armor.
There is.
The more I've trained with Hazra.
There is leather armor available in the armory. Master Cyrus, which deity do you worship?
Is there a mirror in this room?
I'm sure Master Cyrus worships Amriel, because every time Dartle says he needs a full moon, Cyrus does assist.
Yeah. Pants down.
I got it without honestly, you saying pants down.
Yeah, got it. Just making sure it's there for the ones not really quite making it there.
Only because it happens on Greece. That's the only reason I know what that means. Yeah.
All right.
One of many Greece references we're going to get to today, guys. No,
which deity do you worship?
I don't have the time. I'm gonna be honest to worship any deities.
Hazra was saying you are a person of great power.
Yeah, that seems pretty accurate. He's good at acknowledging that. Yeah. So
it will be interesting to see this great power in the future.
You play your cards right, you might see the whole full show. You know what I'm saying?
In like that 30, 40 years.
What? Are you trying to hit on? You seriously trying to hit?
I think her and Hazra have a thing. I don't think you need to be butting in on this.
Almost like Cyrus is going, how you doing?
How you doing? Cyrus he always plays his cards. He just skids it out to everybody.
She looks over to Merrick, who has been quiet in the corner, and she looks over to you, Merrick, and says, Master Merrick, are you strong, and do you use deity's power?
No. Where I come from, we revere all the gods. It only makes sense. They are powerful beings. They affect every part of life. So we pay heed to them, but I myself am not a member of the church.
A church?
Yeah. The church, like will be the priests. A group of them are called a church.
Oh, like a murder of crows. A murder of crows. A pack of wolves.
Or a platoon of soldiers.
A murder of churches.
A church of Master Bartleby. That is impressive.
Not of me.
It's a bit of a confusing word, actually, because they also use it to refer to the buildings. So it'd be a little bit like calling a group of your soldiers, a castle, which is strange to me.
Yes. We have outposts and keeps. I am really interested to find out more from each and every one of you. However, I think it is getting late, and we need to prepare for our journey. No, it's all right. I thought you were talking to me. I was. We need to prepare for our journey.
I do have one question for you, but we can prepare while we talk.
Yes.
I assume from your words that we're the only outsiders that you've seen come into your realm in recent years.
we have had no... To be honest with you, Master Merrick, we had no idea anything existed beyond the circle of mountains of Argent Reach.
But what happened to the villagers? No, what happened to the villagers that lived down there?
In Argent Reach?
Where the where your minion of Discordia was held captive.
In the tomb?
There's a village above there, which was desecrated by the powers of this person.
She looks totally confused. The only villages are in Argent Reach. I will show them to you, Master Hazra. You would like our villages.
I will.
They dress like you.
As most people should, because it's the most comfortable dress.
Yes.
It's a day dress. It's a sleep dress. It's pajamas.
Yes.
Wait, they dress like Hazra?
Yes, we wear clothes.
Well, I'm wearing clothes as well, but Hazra,
I'm gonna walk past.
Is there any chance this could be your family?
You. Like my family I lost in the steppes. They left me the ghost tribe.
Maybe you can find home with us.
Well, this is now my new family, but we will see.
I am sure we will be able to find a nice farmstead for you to raise crops in. And children, if you wish, Master Hazra, we have some willing and available ladies.
That does not sound willing to me if you have them up ready to go. Essentially with that. That does not sound willing to me.
You wait until you see them.
My mother was not willing to her husband, my father. But eventually they grew to love each other. That is not how babies are made.
And that is what you will find in Argent Reach, Master Hazra. You will find happiness, a willing land, and the rightful partner. Yeah. and the right partner for you to live with into the future.
Amriel is my partner at the moment.
What?
She is the most beautiful lady I've ever known.
Yes.
She is the righteous path, who knows where to go. Bartleby here has taught me her way. She is truth. She is
I look forward to seeing this Amriel one day. Let us...
I hope you are blessed with her lights. They will see who you truly are.
I think I will like Amriel, and I'm sure Amriel will like me. I am noble and dedicated. So
you just offered me a woman for free.
She said there was plenty of women to choose from. What did you say you wanted to find some armor to pop on?
Yeah, I did say that. I wanted to get some leather armor to replace my probably disgusting and rancid old fur armor.
Okay.
Look a little bit more like how my token looks, that kind of thing.
Okay, then. So currently you just have furs, don't you?
Yes.
So furs and hide armor is by default assumed to be made from leather. So is it just replacing those, or do you want to scale up?
I was thinking I would need to scale up, but I think more so I do want to scale up if I can.
Okay. How much did you want to scale up?
I was looking at the armor. Well, I was looking at the next category up, the Gambison.
Yeah.
And like bring the armor level from 1 to a 2.
2, yeah.
Maybe like some studded leather armor or something.
Yeah, and that's quite good because the encumbrance actually goes down for that. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did notice that.
Yeah.
But I have heavy furs because Lindo is kind of a cold city, I think.
A chilly place,
or it has been.
So is the plan to put it all over?
I was hoping so, yes.
Yeah. Okay, then. So what we need to do, you've already popped it on. Nice.
You had said that that should be available, so I was doing that preemptively.
Yeah, and has it actually? You've got a penalty of -2 for your initiative. Just roll a combat skill.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
It's a little embarrassing, but
it's not going up. It's not affecting you encumbrance wise up to that point. So that is good. That is good. So yeah, you are equipped out with some leather armor. Anybody else wishes to up their armor?
Can I ask a quick question first?
Yeah, by all means.
I'm assuming that this has like insignia of the Guardians on it.
The leather armor won't, because it's normally worn underneath something. So, did you want it on particularly?
I thought it might look nice.
Maybe
on the helmet or something.
Yeah. Okay, then we can you can have. I don't know what the insignia of the Guardian's eye is. Probably just a shield.
It's probably just something simple.
Yeah, but you can.
But recognizable, I guess.
Yeah, you can have that on the helmet. That's not a problem.
Is there any armor that's not metal that would have more AP than the Linothrax?
Here. The next one up for you would be scale armor, which goes up to 4 AP and 3 encumbrance.
No, that should be fine with what I have.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else upping?
Yeah, I was going for scale armor.
Scale armor.
Ooh. Scale.
So that would be AP 4.
But what the wyvern took in my spear.
And your encumbrance per piece will be 3 on that.
Per piece, right? Okay.
Yeah. So if you add it all to your character sheet, I think you're quite strong.
I am quite strong. Yeah.
It might impact on your armor penalty eventually. Have you got it on? Oh no, not yet. I'll let you get it on.
4 a piece, isn't it? 4 AP a piece.
Yeah. 4 AP, and there'll be 3 encumbrance for each of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So 7. 3 7s are 21.
Yeah. If you could just, there's a place for it next to the armor on your character sheet.
I'll just put it in my box. Sorry.
No, just pop it on there, because therefore it will work out your armor penalty, because it's you calculate it and then divide it by a 5th or something like that to get your initiative change as well. So can you see now your armor penalties at -4 as the more you put it on? Have you got it on your head as well? That
Did I put my head on it?
It's on it. It's just
should be everywhere.
So your armor, your initiative now, you'll notice is down to 8.
Indeed.
because
it's 11, didn't it?
Yeah, because it's got it's probably high because it's because you had -5, and then just roll your normal attack.
Oh no, that says affected that. Where's my attack gone? Oh.
Right. So can you see you're now encumbered?
Oh, right. So I'm wearing too much.
Yeah.
I'll cut some of that off in that case.
Yeah. So you can sort of like mess around with it until you've got it right. There is a formula. Let me just find it. Is anybody else changing armor at this point?
I'm not changing what I've got, but Merrick is grabbing some bits to cover the pieces he has no armor on. So he's used to fighting in his duelist's gear, but what he's done, since that leaves his arms and head unprotected, he's grabbed a mail coif and and some plate bracers for his arms. So
right,
for these dangerous adventuring areas, he's heavily armored on the head and arms.
Good. Yeah, that should be nice. So you can carry up to, if your encumbrance exceeds your strength ×2, then you're considered to be burdened, and that will affect your to hit rolls, because it's any strength and dexterity becomes one step harder.
I'm just under at the moment, but I haven't added the encumbrance for my cold weather gear that I've just picked up.
So that doesn't weigh anything. It just has that negative.
It just has its own effects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I was still encumbered. Maybe you'd already worked it out that this is the best you can do.
No, maybe I should be naked.
No, please.
No.
Fantastic. Tarek, is there anything you would like to change or do? Or are you completely happy?
I emptied out my sack of things.
Got you.
Oh, okay.
So I have all I have left is paper, a bedroll, a torch, and a bottle.
Nice.
So I emptied out all my candles.
That's fine. Hazra, now you're not encumbered.
That's what I call my armor.
Hazra secretly attacks us.
So just to let you know, Annalise states that it will be a 2-day journey through what she calls, let me just see what it's called, Cold Snap Pass. That's where you need to travel, and it's going to be 2 days journey. She mentions that they would need to be a place to camp out, and she brings out and shows you, Hazra, what seems to be a small, dark, condensed, almost like cuboid of stuff. And she sort of like shows it to you and says that it's how the Guardians light fires in the coldness. You think it's probably you think it's probably something like dried peat or something like that.
Peat, yeah.
Something that
might be Cyrus in a box.
Yeah. It looks like dried, and then she shows you the flint and steel as well to do. She can provide for you from the outpost. She will provide drink water for you and rations. It's mostly dried meat but jerky and things like that, and she sort of like recommends and sort of like says it's only 2 days to the keep, so you're not going to be out for a huge amount of time. You know, you're not going to go starving. There's no need to take weeks.
Always take more than what you need just in case.
there is enough for 3 days here. 6 if we ration it.
There's still rations left over from the last thing we did.
You're gonna eat mold rations?
Okay, maybe not.
So yummy mold rations.
So you can so that's all dealt with. There is, if you remember, she mentioned that there might be a problem on the way through Cold Snap Pass to the keep.
Yep.
Because it is said to be the habitat or guarded by a large poisonous beast. Is there anything you would like to ask her about?
Yes. What
she
does
knows?
This beast look like?
People have mentioned that it is a large wolf-like creature. I have seen people returned with a variety of what appears to be shards of bone sticking out from them, as if these are being hurled at some distance. There was a story of a guardian who was pounced on by the creature, and the creature removed the guardian's head, helmet and all, in one swift bite.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
Great. You want to stay away from that thing.
Anything
else we should look out for?
There is one thing else. When the guardian, who was pierced by several bone shards, that did not kill him. He seemed to be poisoned. That paralyzed him until his heart and lungs no longer worked. They just stopped.
Yeah.
Cyrus goes and puts some more. Cyrus goes and puts on more armor.
It's good we have protection from poisons.
So this lady saw this. It seems like this beast is a venomous, poisonous beast.
Some kind of giant wolf or cat or huge dog. White in color.
Does it come out at night or during the day as well?
It has been seen both during the night and during the day. But it is said that it lies camouflaged, hidden from all view until, and she looks around at you all, it is too late and it is upon you.
That does sound like one of my ex-wives.
She turns to you, Bartleby, and says, "Don't worry, Master Bartleby. I will protect you."
I appreciate it. And if you get stung by any of those needles, I will make sure that you do not die.
Your help would be, I would be in your debt yet again.
I'll grab Annalise's arm and say,
Hatima's liking grabbing her arm. I've noticed.
Yeah. Annalise, if it comes to us or Bartleby, you say Bartleby first.
Yes, Hazra, I will do that. I see that he is in need.
Yes, he is very needy.
I suggest we
just swish my staff around.
Knocks over a vase that's on the side.
Yeah, 1,000-year-old one.
That was Ming Dynasty. No. And they sort of like, she says, I think it is a good idea to set off early in the morning.
Indeed, you are correct.
She looks around, she looks at Cyrus. At about 5, I think.
Great. Love it.
He will be ready. Don't worry, my lady.
Want him to carry me in the first 7 hours?
We have a friend called Alexa. She will make sure he's up.
Okay. So is there anything anybody would like to do, say, or ask before we set off, or you set off on your next part of your journey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would I be able to roll my monsters or poisons skill to get any more information of anything I've heard about this wolf?
Yeah, you can roll your monster lore.
Heck yeah. I'm glad you chose that one instead of my poisons. 31.
You're not the, as you're probably aware, there's not a lot of mountainous regions that you've been to in Odessa at all. The closest ones were probably near the waterfall along the Army Library of the Mystic. And when you traveled down to Irwood, do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was also wondering if when we were on those steps with the tribe that got us drunk on fermented goat milk, when we fought the Zugtuk for them, does that sound similar at all?
It doesn't. Hang on. I'm just moving you onto my map. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So these are the mountains that you've been in before, but they weren't snow covered at all. They were just like mountainous regions. You think the closest thing that you have heard about beasts that live in mountains are things like maybe man-like bears, like yetis, and possibly also maybe polar bears, white bears that rear up on their back legs to stand taller than a man. You have also heard about wyverns. You've encountered a wyvern before, and that was when Hazard chucked his spear at it, and that seemed to live in mountainous regions, although that was more reptilian rather than a wolf. You have encountered wolves before. If you remember, you encountered them in this forest. I forget what the adventure was called. It was the one when we
had the dagger and we had to kill the wolves and save the world. And Cyrus is like, we're always saving the world.
Yeah, that was the one. So yeah, that's all you've. It'd be quite an adventure for you to note new monsters, etc. And Hazra, from your point of view, this might be a completely new biome that you've never ventured into. So there's probably lots of information that could be taken back to the Brotherhood if you make it.
It's just sort of the area where we found that village where there was the boat and stuff, Then we completely emptied by the weirdos, by the scary kid.
You just need to give me a little bit more info. Was that when you were when you traveled through the portals?
Yeah.
There was a village that you went into that was.
I navigated and took us like twice.
Yes, yeah. So that's across the other side of Odessa.
Right, okay.
In the Vale, I think it was called.
Vale.
Yeah. So you actually portaled there, and Annalise, remember, has said that there are portals at keeps. So what you're hoping is that you might be able to portal back home.
Yeah.
So, okay then. So let me fast forward to the next morning and put you on
the map.
I like to assume that at some point I pulled out or I summoned my former master and caught him up on what's going on.
Yeah.
Because last time he scolded me for not doing that.
He did. Yeah, he was none too pleased. Right. Can you see yourselves on the map?
Yes,
top left.
Yeah. I've just copied you across. So if you notice that the path is not super wide. The other thing that you notice is that it has sheer sides that seem to go up to rocky crags above hand. It looks like you could probably climb the edges. That's not a problem, but it is very narrow. And can you see sometimes it might be more narrow than you actually like? You can, while you're here at the moment, get yourself into some kind of marching order. You can tell me where you want. Annalise will say that she will go at the front.
She knows where she's going. So.
Yeah. So she'll go to the front.
I will back her up.
Yeah, so you'll need to go go slightly behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Merrick will hang back and guard the rear.
Nice.
So stay at the back of the party.
What about the 3 casters?
I like my spot where I'm at.
So you can't walk 2 abreast.
And Cyrus will get behind me.
Okay.
I can watch her breast, though, can't I?
So we'll be walking like that. Yeah. Okay, then. So most of your spells actually last a scene, apart from your Cyrus's, because your spells actually you can adjust the duration of them, if you remember.
Mm.
So you can, what's the largest duration you can actually cast?
Look that up specifically, but it could go a few years, I think.
Right. How many shaping points do you have now? 9?
9, yeah.
Yeah. So if you use all 9, you can do your power times 10. So 140 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put those on characters, they won't just last the scene, they carry on beyond that as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So Annalise will take the lead, and the first thing that you notice is the howling wind. There's a gale force wind that seems to be blowing down towards you. It's sort of like coming straight down the Cold Snap Pass, as if it's almost like being funneled through it. You also notice that the ground underfoot is actually snowy. There does look like they've been a fresh fall of snow recently. But the other thing that you notice is that below that, you're definitely not walking on ground. It seems to be like frozen snow that's turned to ice that has been impacted over the years, not probably by foot, but just by freezing and thawing effect. The other thing that you do notice is that it has started to snow. Okay, so it's not a full blizzard yet. It is a light flurry of snow that is being blown round. This will have several effects on you and your rolls as you progress. So just so you are aware. So if anybody wants to throw anything into the wind, okay, it will have, its difficulty will be increased to hit because you're throwing against the wind, so it has its own force. The other thing that you will notice is that visibility is harder. So things like perception checks will be made at one level more difficult. Okay, so they're not all hard. It's just one level harder, no matter what it is. Yeah, and the final thing that you notice is that the temperature is literally freezing. Like I said before, it's about minus 15 degrees Celsius. Your movement is halved as you pile through and sort of like head down against the wind. And of course, your cold weather clothing is helping you, but hindering you at the same time. Okay, so what we are going to do, what's the time? Okay, then. So I just want to get you a little bit further along the path. So this is going to be, you don't make a huge amount of progress throughout the day. It's very slow going. You are having to stop frequently to ensure that you don't get too tired and too fatigued as you move along. And you get to, you haven't, what I'm showing you is not how far you've traveled in a day, if that makes sense. It's not that you've only got to the end of this keep, this pass. It's just to give you an idea that this is the next. The pass goes along quite straight for a period of time. And then it suddenly turns and starts to change direction. And at this point, you notice that the wind becomes less direct at you. And just before you, as you get to the corner and about to turn, Annalise turns to you, Hasra, and says, we are entering the area of the beast. You should be on guard. And just before we go for our break, because it's 1 minute to half past, I'd just like 2 people to make a perception check. Okay, just
Hazra.
2. Now I'm going to tell you who it is. Hazra, you are going to be one of them. And just roll. I know what the difficulty is, so you can just roll. The other one that I would like to roll is Merrick at the back there.
Feeling it might be.
Who's guarding the back.
But very badly.
Do you wish to use a point of luck and re-roll it or not?
I think I will be using a point of luck. And I'm guessing it's not going to be standard, so I'll go for a reroll rather than just flipping it.
Okay.
See, as I now roll even worse.
Wait. Why would you re-roll?
Oh, nice.
Okay.
That'll do.
That I do.
Nice.
Yeah. And Hazra.
I do wonder why you didn't just reverse it.
Because
we know
it's at least
we have one penalty.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Hazard's not asleep, is he?
He's studying.
Is he studying?
It looks like the video is frozen, actually.
Okay. Let's go for our break. We will go off and grab something to eat and drink. We'll be back at quarter to the hour. Okay. We'll see you back here real soon. And let me just do that.